For a rant like this, usually I would use my camera, my Sony Handycam, but I really just want to get my thoughts out about this, and then I'll have a nicer, more fun video about the balls after I upload this. I'm doing it straight from my webcam, as you can tell. You can pick up the volume very well with the laptop because the mic's good in here, and the camera's, it's okay. I mean, if I maybe change the brightness on it a little bit, it might look a little bit better. I had the brightness up earlier because of the there we go, because of the video it was in the dark. I was able to turn this light on now. Star Wars, Clone Wars, the whole concept of the Clone Wars. This has been a problem to me that I've seen since 2008, and something I really think is messed up. Changing the continuity that Star Wars EU has prided itself on. If you compare it to Star Trek, Star Trek, expanded universe, you could call it, other books and stuff, and you see, well, none of their books actually are canon. None of them actually count. The only things that are actually part of the actual series are the movies and the TV show. But all these books they've written, they don't count. They're not truly part of the series. Which is something I find sad for them. But then you come to us, the Star Wars fans. We have hundreds and hundreds of books. We've read them all. We love them. They're good stories. There's some really, really bad stories. But they're all canon. Right? They're all canon, right? No. The one error, the Clone Wars, has erupted into different shatter points that have messed up the whole continuity. Basically messed it all up. Majorly messed up the Clone Wars, but also did Rapture, well, not Rapture, but Fracture, there we go, a couple other errors, like the Legacy era of the Legacy of the Force books, maybe a little bit of some books about Mandalore before, a little bit of the Empire, Rise of the Empire, the Galactic Civil War, a little bit before that, Imperial Commando 501st, anybody? If you have been following Star Wars for a while, there's a couple different things you might have noticed. There's the Clone Wars. I know I don't have Season 3, I still gotta get that. And then there's Clone Wars. Then there's Clone Wars. The original, as people call the Genndy series, because Genndy created the original one. These are the 5-minute episodes that were on Cartoon Network every day. There's about 5 minutes, or no, was it every Friday? I can't remember. I remember these were every day, and this one might have been every Friday, 5-minute episode. I'm not sure. These were 15 minutes, and there was only 5 of these that led up to Revenge of the Sith. These are 25 episodes in total. And they were good. I mean, they were really good. But then you have the Clone Wars come along, which is also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be one of those ones, oh, they messed up the continuity, it's a cartoon, I don't like it, it sucks. I'm not gonna be one of those people, which is also really good. But see, a few things, the Clone Wars, these little, the Clone Wars comics, messed up a whole line of previous work. The Star Wars Clone Wars, which was originally Republic, Volume 7. I have all the volumes. Volume 9, though, I have in the, I think it's number 5. I'm not sure. it's not even 5. It's like 6 or something. I don't even know. There we go. It's 6. This is volume 9, but in hardback with the 30th anniversary collection of Clone Wars, which is comic book stories about stuff that happened during the Clone Wars. Then you have those novels and the books that people praise, which they're really good books, but I'm not gonna be one of those ones like, oh, these are like the best. These are the best Star Wars books ever. Oh, the Republic Commando novels. And Karen Travis didn't even finish her series because she's like, well, what's it gonna matter? It's not even gonna be counted as canon. I don't want to write a book that's not canon. Which also made her leave the Del Rey organization. She doesn't write any more Star Wars books since, because she loves people like, you know, she loved writing about Mandalorians, and all of her books had Boba Fett in it in the Legacy era. This is where I'm saying stuff got messed up. So I mean, it's a 3. Let me set some more basis for you, okay? This is going to have to be 2 parts. It's a at least 2-part video. There's 3 timeline. There's not 3 times. There's 3 years between episode 2 and episode 3. 3.5 years. Okay? Originally, we had all this good stuff. This right here, we had, where's my favorite one as a kid? I wore it out a lot. Here it is. I'll grab the first 3. Volume 3 of the Clone Wars. Volume 3 of Clone Wars, Last Stand on Janimbi, or not Janimbi, Janimbi. I might have even pronounced it wrong there. And this, if you look, yeah, you know, the Art Commando, what was it? Bunch of A's. Alpha. And if you looked at the beginning of some of these parts of the comic, dated 39. This is what? This approximately 15 months after the Battle of Geonosis. Okay? This first volume, 1, this has some attacks on Kamino. Approximately 1 month after the Battle of Geonosis. This has Kamino getting attacked. Defense of Kamino. We have volume 2. And one thing I want to point out, Anakin's not a Jedi Knight in any of this, okay? Now you go and you grab these 4 novels, okay? 2 of which I haven't even read yet, so I can't say anything about them. I have a pain in my back all of a sudden. It sucks. Wild Space, which you read it, and it's all talking about, the first chapter is all about what happened after Geonosis, okay? Basically, says all Padme's there with Anakin during his surgery, getting his new arm and stuff. And then, they knight Anakin 1 week, yeah, a week and 5 days or something like that. They make Anakin a Jedi Knight. Screwed up the continuity. It's done. So this is the new timeline, I guess. Screwed up, right? Because if I remember, this happens pretty closely, like right after episode 2, if you want to say. And then you go to this, and this is like what, a couple months later. They make Anakin a knight. You know, the whole about the Ride of the Republic, the Rule of the Force, the idea Jedi. No, Yoda cutting off his Padawan tail. And you're like, oh yeah, Anakin's a knight, and Padme gives him R2-D2 as the gift for becoming a knight, you know. And it's all screwed up from there. It's not what happened anymore. The timeline's all messed up. Now, of course, they said, well, we will have a timeline released after the Clone Wars is finished. Well, guess what? You can't have a timeline. Half of the stuff that's been written has a timeline set up, okay? You have to put not a disclaimer, but you have to basically take half of the books out of the timeline. Truthfully, the timeline is so messed up that it used to be where you would grab a book. Okay, this is the newest Star Wars book I have. You would open it up, and you go look at the book timeline. Okay, and it used to be when you get to episode 2, you had where is it? You had Shatterpoint, then Republic Commando, then the Cestus Deception, the Hive, 000 True Colors, Medstar 1, Medstar 2, Jedi Trial, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, Labyrinth of Evil, and then you have Order 66, then you have Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and then you have Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, and then 501st, the Imperial Commando, which is still separated. I will have to give them credit there, but what they basically did after Episode 2, since that whole timeline area right there is messed up, it's The Clone Wars, which is the novel based off the movie, The Clone Wars Wild Space, The Clone Wars No Prisoners, Clone Wars Gambit, Stealth, and Sage, Republic Commando, Hard Contact, 000, True Colors, Order 66. Now you can tell, we haven't even hit Episode 3 yet, so how's Order 66 there? Then you have Shatterpoint, the Sepsis Deception, the Hive, Medstar 1, Battle Surgeons, Medstar 2, Jedi Hero Healer, Jedi Trial, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, and Labyrinth of Evil. No. No. Now, I will say that the whole timeline, everything has been messed up somewhat, but there were ways before where you could squeeze everything in correctly. Me being the Star Wars nerd I was able to find a way to put everything into the right timeline still. For a time, I worked hard, I got everything into a correct timeline. It's done now. There's no way that half the stuff that's been written is still canon. There's no way. There is absolutely no way half the stuff that's been written is canon. It's done. It's impossible. It is basically impossible. And I'm sorry to say it. You have to rewrite the text. You have to change the years and all that, because in the months does not work. Now see, you can do that. You can change it and be like, okay, let's change the dates. You can move some, you can change some, but it still doesn't work. Clone Wars, I mean, Season 4 must be the season of adapting, because the first part, based off of Episode 4 of the original Clone Wars, then you have the whole, no, that was all good, but now it's based off the comic. Was there anything in Season 2 that I can remember? No, that was all pretty much original. Season 3, well, Season 3 is pretty much all original too. So what it is do now, adapting and messing everything else up, or you adapting so that the TV series is the only timeline you need? I guess so. I mean, it's your call, Lucasfilm, and all your decisions, or LucasArts, which is the gaming division. Lucas Books, that's this part. Then you got Lucas Animation, thanks. I like the Clone Wars. I like Star Wars. I don't like what they did, though. I don't like what they did. It was, I mean, they're all like, well, what George says is what goes. Well, thanks. I mean, you got a known Return of the Jedi now. You got special editions, which I like the original special editions. I don't care what you say. Not the 2004 versions. Just the 1999 special editions. You can say you're not a Star Wars fan, whatever. That's my choice. Go to part 2, because I got more to say to this. So yeah, see you guys in part 2.